Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Kim Miller begins now.
Good evening, everyone. The government's New Look ministry has been officially sworn in as the Premier aims to stabilise the ship after a turbulent month. But Labor says it's not all smooth sailing, pointing out shortfalls in clean energy, the Spirit saga and the state's finances.
It's all smiles for the government, hoping second time's the charm for its cabinet reshuffle just 6 months after the election, gathering with family and friends for the official swearing-in ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, Her Excellency the Governor.
One by one, taking an oath in their new portfolios, starting with the Premier. His deputy, Guy Barnett, accepting the role of Treasurer, replacing the fallen Michael Ferguson. Jackie Petrusma returning to the ministry in health. Kerry Vincent signing up to Cabinet for the first time, something he didn't plan on 10 months ago.
At the start of this year, I was planning to retire or slow down. Don't get these opportunities many times in life, and when you do, you just have to grab them with both hands.
The former Sorrell Mayor, now Infrastructure and Local Government Minister, intent on hitting the ground running.
I'm heading off around the state tomorrow, and I'll be doing that for as much as I can to actually get out and touch and feel projects, talk to the people involved with the projects.
His most challenging project will be navigating the trouble-plagued Spirit of Tasmania initiative.
I can't do anything about the past. What I can do is summarise what's happening at the moment and the importance of those projects and use every ability I have.
As the government looks to chart a steady path forward, Labor aren't letting them off the hook on past shortfalls. The party revealing Origin Energy was paid $1.5 million for a renewable power scheme feasibility study in 2021 that couldn't be delivered in Bell Bay.
It is wasteful spending. It was blindly obvious that they needed to upgrade the infrastructure to that site.
Claiming the Liberals can't be trusted on finance or energy. In response, Energy Minister Nick Duigan says 2 other studies were also carried out through an investment fund, showing hydrogen is a viable power source for the state in the future. Anthony Dodd, 7 Tasmania News.
A man has died in an ATV incident, the second in as many months. Emergency service was called after reports the rider had crashed over a bank at Lilydale property yesterday afternoon. The 83-year-old was airlifted to hospital with serious injuries, where he died a short time later. A full crash investigation is underway. An Australian Transport Safety Bureau investigation has found a high rail excavator which rolled and killed its operator near Evandale 2 years ago was working beyond its load limit. The operator, a Tasrail subcontractor from Victoria, was lifting an infrastructure trailer when the machine toppled. The report also noted a lock system intended to secure the excavator's upper structure during the lift was disengaged. Tasrail has since taken steps to prevent similar incidents. The man accused of attempting to abduct a youth from Hobart's Queen's Domain has appeared in court. Jeffrey Ross Brendan Goss was tracked down by police after allegedly trying to force a young person into his car late last month. The youth wasn't physically injured and was able to recount the car's number plate. The 60-year-old is facing 1 count of attempted forcible abduction and is expected to reappear on December 10. A bill forcing coroners to hold inquests into all deaths involving domestic violence is a step closer to becoming law. Jari's law passed the upper house today after several amendments, including removing time limits for prosecutions of indecent assault and reviewing the legislation after 2 years. It follows years of campaigning by Faith Kalachak, whose son Jari was killed in 2020 after being struck by a car driven by his then girlfriend. The bill will return to the House of Assembly for a final vote. Let's go to Nick Kelly now, who's out in the field tonight, and we find him at the stadium formerly known as Blunston Arena. And Nick, a new name, tell us more.
Oh, Kim, I think if I gave you 100 guesses, you would not have picked the new name. And I know we have all been trying to guess ever since that naming rights deal with Blunston ended a few weeks ago after more than a decade. The new name is sure to get people talking. It'll now go by Ninja Stadium. With the peeling off of a banner, Bellerive Oval is officially christened Ninja Stadium, a new deal with multinational Shark Ninja, whose appliances you've probably seen on infomercials and viral videos.
We are fortunate enough to have our name associated with hallowed ground of Bellerive Oval. There are legends of sports who've been associated with Tasmania and Bellerive Oval in particular.
There was substantial interest in taking over naming rights when Blunston pulled the pin after 13 years. Ninja Stadium is expected to catch on quickly.
I think this is something that will really land with people. I'll be looking forward to seeing the comments that come through socials over the next couple of days.
The multi-million-dollar 5-year deal will run until 2029, at which point the precinct's future becomes unclear. What will become of Bellerive once Macquarie Point Stadium comes online is far from certain.
What we do know is that we're going to be here playing football and cricket on this ground at least till 28 and probably beyond.
As Cricket Tasmania hunts for real estate for a new home base.
There's a federal election coming up, so been in Canberra, as most people have been who want money. We're not in any screaming hurry because we've got here. We know as a training base this has challenges for us, but I think we'll be well set up.
And the new signs have arrived just in time for the Hurricanes' first WBBL game of the season. Just ahead in sport, we catch up with a few of the players to see how they're feeling about the season ahead. And Kim, you will want to stick around because I faced a few balls in the nets with them today, but of course I'm only going to show the good ones.
Of course, I'll be here and I'll be watching and critiquing. Thanks, Nick. See you soon. A new report exploring the severity of this season's potential bushfires has been released. The exposure index mapping commercial and residential buildings which could be at high risk in summer. These scientists using advanced technology to track properties and vegetation, encouraging councils and homeowners in high risk areas to be prepared.
Designed to raise awareness so people can understand better what are the exposure to bushfire.
The platform and interactive map is now online. A naval research centre will soon be established at the Australian Maritime College in the state's north to help boost the country's defence capabilities. Today's announcement confirming the vital role Tasmania plays within the defence sector.
The Australian Maritime College in northern Tasmania has achieved global recognition for education and training. Now a new naval research centre will be added to the AMC's arsenal, furthering the nation's defence and shipbuilding capabilities.
Looking forward, that will bring a lot to the nation in terms of knowledge, innovations for the maritime domain, in particular to the Royal Australian Navy, which will be one of the focus of our centre.
The Premier today inking an agreement with the AMC and defence company Navantia, which will fund the new centre.
Your decision to base the Naval Research Centre at the AMC is a testimony to the AMC's world-leading specialist maritime research and learning facilities.
Navantia has a history in building ships for Australia and other key allies. This latest collaboration will advance critical research needed for the Royal Australian Navy at a time when geopolitical tensions have heightened, with a vision to build faster, quieter and more lethal ships.
Our opportunity to contribute to the nation through providing world-leading research and phenomenal students that graduate into amazing engineers, that's the opportunity we offer.
The Naval Research Centre is expected to commence operations next year. Melinda Ogden, 7 Tasmania News.
As more Tasmanian charities struggle to keep up with surging cost of living demand, one local organisation is helping out. Freemasons Tasmania is committing $5,000 a month to Vinnie's, helping provide access to food, a shower and freshly laundered clothes.
Everyone's doing it tough. So for us to ask for donations for people, no one's got the money to donate. Everyone's struggling. So for them to come forward with some money means that we can help people that otherwise would slip through the cracks.
We wanted to see and reach out to people that are actually doing it rough. We've got the ability to be able to actually provide the support where people need it the most.
The 3-year commitment totals $180,000 with scope to expand. Students have been given a rare behind-the-scenes look at Tasmania's Westpac rescue helicopter. A team of 4 sharing their own stories of the job, hoping to impart safety messages in the children ahead of summer.
They're the ones rescuing Tasmanians from some of the most extreme and dangerous situations. But today, they touched down to a very different scenario.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Waimea Heights Primary School students getting to jump in the pilot seat. Emergency crews hoping to promote outdoor safety.
Talk about safety messages coming into the summer season around water safety, recreational activities, how to call 000, wearing helmets on mountain bikes, all of those kind of things.
Quizzing the experts with all the important questions.
How fast the helicopter goes, lots of what's this. So I was just showing the kids my little packet of flares and my radio and my personal locator beacon.
My question was, what's the maximum height that the helicopter can fly up to?
It was an extra special pit stop for these kids, getting to witness their own dads on the job.
No, it's extra special. This is sort of, as your career goes, this is definitely a career highlight. Luckily, they're old enough now too. I think this will be a memory for life, so it's really special.
A bit weird. Yeah, it was a bit weird.
These kids aren't the only ones in line for a visit. The chopper next headed to Springfield in a few weeks' time. Oscar, how cool is this?
This is so cool.
Education saves lives. It's probably as important as actually flying out and picking people up.
Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
Launceston and the Tamar Valley are the latest tourism hotspots to receive international recognition, named on Lonely Planet's 2025 Top Regions Hot List. They're the only Australian destinations to make the prestigious list.
Serving up a slice of the north for the world to enjoy. It's Launceston and the Tamar Valley's turn to go global, landing in the top 10 regions to visit next year.
Great to be included in it. We're just really stoked that Launceston's getting a shout out and more exposure for our tourism industry.
Renowned travel authority Lonely Planet giving us the tick of approval, recognising our blend of tourism draw cards.
It's all about food, glorious food, and a bit of wine to wash it down with. And you've got this incredible scenic part of the Tamar Valley where you can do adrenaline-fueled options.
The achievement, a major coup for local operators. The ultimate travel companion reaches hundreds of millions of travellers every year.
Being the only Australian destination on the list as well is really important because it gets all the oxygen.
We know that their reference is authentic, is genuine, and so this is huge news.
The region mapping out its place among some international heavyweights, sharing our secret with the rest of the globe.
Because what we are is understated, but now hopefully with this kind of international recognition we will see more and more people coming and talking about us.
Launceston and the Tamar Valley is again, punching well above its weight, some would say, but we just say holding its own.
Today's recognition is hardly surprising. Just yesterday, it was revealed this very drop of Joseph Cromie was served to the royal couple during their tour down under. And if it's good enough for the king, it's good enough for me.
Really happy for him. I'm sure he enjoyed it. I went for the NV. I would have gone Brute Finesse, but a fantastic drop. Both of them are, all of ours are. So, hope he enjoyed.
Victoria Risto, 7 Tasmania News.
From the Ferris wheel, classic teacup ride and Dagwood dogs, the regatta grounds have been transformed ready for tomorrow's Royal Hobart Show, promising 3 days of entertainment for the whole family and a wide range of food, fun and prizes. And you may even have the chance to catch a special appearance from Bluey. Theatre and performance students from UTAS have become stars of the stage in a production run by third-year arts students at the Annex in Launceston. Set in a dystopian future with echoes of George Orwell's 1984, The Loom is written by playwright Kit Lazarou,
who's won a number of awards for her writing over the years. And Kit and I have a long collaboration that goes way back, way before I was working with UTAS. And so it's been wonderful to revisit her writing as a director.
This play is about a world that controls the dreams of the civilization in it. It does that by calibrating our thoughts and our dreams, making it more consumer friendly for the people in the world.
The Loom is performed by 4 actors in multiple roles from tomorrow night. Hobart City Council chambers have been taken over by school children, all with various ideas and proposals ready to be heard. The event is part of Children's Week, aiming to champion our future leaders.
Lola taking her rightful seat at the head of Hobart's council chambers. The 12-year-old from Friends School has been named the city's children's mayor, and it seems involvement in local government already runs in her blood.
My granddad was a head engineer at the council for quite a while.
Today's exercise nurturing the big ideas, with students putting forward their proposals, including more bike lanes, more parking around the Queen's Domain, and Lola's proposal of expanding the transport connecting the city.
My idea was to create a ferry system that's sustainable and using metro cards.
Yeah, this year we noticed quite a few ideas about creativity, bringing more creativity to the city. We also heard quite a lot about poverty.
And while they haven't quite yet reached voting age, the students' ideas have been heard loud and clear by elected members, with 16 applications submitted to the council from 8 different schools across Tasmania.
Their perspectives, their feedback, their ideas are just as valuable as the adults are.
Brightening the city's future, one young leader at a time.
And I thought everyone deserves a better life, so just try and make a change.
Lily Thompson, 7 Tasmania News.
Hello again from the newly renamed Ninja Stadium in Bellerive. We'll start at the Wacker though, where a batting collapse from the Tigers last night meant there wasn't much work for Western Australia to do this afternoon on the final day of their Sheffield Shield clash. Kieran Elliott was involved in all 4 wickets.
It's gone off the pads and bowled him.
Wow.
Lightman played around that one a touch, and a stroke of fortune for the Tasmanians.
But the host would chase down the 82-run target with ease, taking just 19 overs to do so. Amongst the excitement of a new stadium name, the first game to be played under that new banner is just days away. It'll be the Canes kicking off their WBBL campaign, looking to replicate their Spring Challenge success. Still chasing a maiden WBBL title in the comp's 10th iteration, there's a certain confidence that comes from having already lifted silverware in the pre-season.
I feel the team gelled really well. We're very excited, and hopefully this is something that we can all just use into the Big Bash.
The inaugural Spring Challenge might be just the trick for the Canes, who previously struggled to hit the ground running in the short T20 season.
I've been working on some things over the winter that I wanted to employ, so it was nice to be able to employ that over the last couple of weeks, some new different deliveries and some different things with the bat as well. But as a team, we've sort of developed a new game plan as well, so to be able to give that a bit of a test run before the season prop has also been really nice.
Still, the Big Bash will be no walk in the park.
Sometimes it doesn't matter what the opposition do or who the opposition are, so I think that was the best opportunity for us, but certainly come Monday we know that the opposition will be another step higher.
I tried to offer some pointers in the nets today, but perhaps my expertise wasn't needed.
What do you think of my bowling? Do I have to comment about it?
The Canes international players join the squad tomorrow with a few days to acclimatise before Monday's season opener against Sydney Thunder at home.
Start your campaign at our newly named arena will be pretty exciting as well. So yeah, hopefully we can sort of replicate some of the form that we've shown in the Spring Bash and make our way into finals this year.
2-5 for the season so far. The Jack Jumpers say they aren't dwelling on their losing streak ahead of this weekend's clash with the Brisbane Bullets. The focus of today's training session, finding ways to convert their tight defence into numbers on the scoreboard.
We're being great on defence, just offensively we have to click and make some shots at the end of the day.
Without a doubt, we're not panicking. We're not frustrated, right? We've got to find solutions, and you do that together.
Guard Sean McDonald remains out with injury and is still expected to take weeks to return to the lineup.
Good evening. Hobart and Burnie 19 today. Launceston 18. Devonport reached 16 degrees. Fingal our warmest with 21 after Butler's Gorge registered our low of -2. Even though a cooler breeze did pick up, most temperatures did stay above average today. St Helens 20, Friendly Beaches 19, Smithton and Bushy Park 18. The Bass Strait Islands 16 degrees, Lowhead, Lyre, Weenie and Strawn all 15. A band of high clouds started across this afternoon, just 2 millimetres at Low Rocky Point to 4 p.m. A band of thick clouds slides right across across the continent from just south of the Kimberley to near New Zealand, a little more over the Bight, ready to cross us. And tomorrow a cold front does clip and cross the state, creating even cooler west to southwesterly winds and then colder southerlies later on in the day. A broad high positions over the Bight. So those winds blowing up to 20 to 30 knots over most coastal waters and to 20 knots over the lakes. A strong wind warning has been posted tomorrow for all Tasmanian coastal waters. A warning to sheep graziers for the northwest upper Derwent Valley and the southeast, and a bushwalkers alert for the western and central plateau districts. Forecast for tomorrow, 15 for Hobart with showers increasing. Cygnet 14 degrees, same for New Norfolk with showers on the way. Launceston a top of 16 with a shower or two, Devonport 15, Campbelltown 15 degrees after 4 overnight, 14 for Burnie with a shower or two, showers in the west as well, Strawn 13, Smithton a high of 15 degrees, St Helens 17 with a possible shower, Swansea 18 with some wet weather, 15 the top for Fingal. On Friday, fine about the north with just isolated showers elsewhere. Snow to 500 metres. A better day to start the weekend, partly cloudy and slightly warmer on Saturday, and on Sunday showers statewide more frequent in the west. Sunny and 29 in Perth, partly cloudy in Adelaide tomorrow, a shower and 17 for Melbourne. Showers increasing over Sydney, 23 the top, possible shower and 32 in Brisbane. Cloudy and 15 right now in Hobart, 14 in Launceston and windy in Devonport and currently 13 degrees. 90% chance of showers for the show tomorrow in Hobart, Kim. A bit of a cooler day on Friday, but just a 20% chance of a shower on Saturday and 18 degrees. But the show must go on.
Exactly, just wear a jumper. Thank you very much, Murph. That is all your news for now. We'll be back later with updates. Thanks for joining us. Good night, everyone.